Welcome to the Inspiration Station hosted by Joshua Lenox, the place to fill up your tank if you're in need of encouragement and motivation.
All right. I don't know if any of you all can hear me, but I think I could not hear anything on my end. So if you're coming in live, let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. I didn't hear the introduction or anything, so let me know if you guys can hear me. If you're coming in the chat, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. But if you all can, when you're coming in the chat, can you kind of send me some messages? Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, I'm good. I just couldn't hear anything on my end, so glad that everything is good. Sorry, guys, we're starting a little bit behind. Just had some technical issues, but at the same time, y'all, in life things happen. We have to keep moving. Had no time to stop and wonder and ponder. Just had to keep it moving. So all is absolutely well, and I hope that everything is going absolutely well for all of you on today. This is Friday, 4/11/2025, the 11th of April already, y'all. 411 is something I say. I don't know if some of y'all are in the numbers and things like that, but I believe everything has a meaning, and especially it's been created for us. So I think 411, I was like, what kind of information am I going to get today? Thank you over there, Minnesota. As you can hear us, I'm so glad because I just didn't know. And I just wanted to be very mindful to make sure I wasn't running my mouth. And then y'all are sitting here saying, what is he talking about? I don't hear anything. So I just want to say welcome to everybody. Back to 411 though, y'all. 411, we know that if you grew up with calling information or things of that nature, I'm telling my age just a little bit, I'm sure, but you call for information. So today is 411, and I just was like, what kind of information am I going to receive? And I'm going to say there's going to be great news, good news. So I hope that you all have had a great and amazing day and still are doing so. Still got some hours left in this good old Friday to get out. So I hope that everybody's Friday is going well. Let me know how your day has been going already, y'all. Make sure you just think about how amazing it has been, how great it has been, and how fortunate you are, how we're alive, y'all. And despite what's going on in the world right now, y'all, we still have reasons to smile. We still have reasons to have joy. We still have reasons to have peace. We still have reasons to spread love. Hey, over there. But also just we're alive, y'all, and that's enough. Yes, enough. Somebody didn't wake up this morning. Somebody died today. So again, that you know that you're on here right now, and those who were listening and coming in and who'll be listening later on, we're alive. So we have a lot to celebrate, right? So let's get started really quick. Again, I just want to welcome all of you from wherever you are, all over the world, wherever you may be, whether it's morning time, whether it's afternoon, whether it's evening, even if it's at the good old midnight hour. I'm just glad to hear you, to hear that you're here, and to know that you're here, and seeing the comments come in. I'm appreciative of that. But y'all, this is the Inspiration Station here with Joshua Lenox, where we do what, y'all? We upsize in 2025. I hope that y'all are using that to the maximum. I mean, say it when you feel low. Say it when you feel high in yourself. When you feel like you're on the mountain peak. Say it when you feel like you're in a valley, or when you're not having such a good moment. To just say, you know what? Things could be going so much different right now, no matter how challenging my life is right now, what challenges I have. I'm upsizing in 2025. My life will never be the same. My life is going to continue to go upward and onward, further and higher and higher, because those are the only directions we know, y'all. Onward and upward, further and higher and higher. So for all of my new people coming in here, I want to just say, what is the Inspiration Station? Who is that? What is that? What do y'all do over there? The Inspiration Station is not just the voice you're hearing right now. It's also you. You are the Inspiration Station. You make this up as well. This is where we come to get our cup full, come to get that nice meal that you have that meal you've been waiting to have, and you eat it, and you think about that thing for some hours, and maybe for some days, some weeks, months, and even a year, maybe, where you just think about how good that was. So what we're doing here, y'all, is that meal that we get to fill our cups up. So many of you all are pouring out day in on just days in, and just all the time giving a lot of output. So we want to make sure we pour back into you, and make sure you're pouring back into yourself. This is also where we not only just get motivated and encouraged and inspired, and with the words that I'm speaking or whoever is speaking, but also to know that it inspires us to make some movement, to make some changes, to get up and do something with ourselves that we're not doing at the moment, or continue in what we're doing. So the Inspiration Station is not just me, it's you as well. because you are an inspiration not just to others, but you're an inspiration also to yourself. I guarantee you, if you probably don't take a lot of time, but if you reflect back over your life just over the last few days, and you can find some inspiration in yourself and how you have continued to move forward, how you continue to get up every day, how you continue to just run forward with your life, no matter what obstacles, what challenges you have. You have a determination and endurance to make things happen. So also, I want to say too, what to expect in here, y'all. The only thing is that we're going to continue to evolve. We're going to continue to change. We're going to continue to transform. We're going to continue to be the best we can, and the person that we're going to be the person that we've never met before. That's within ourselves. So I also think the Inspiration Station is a place to where you're unlocking those unsolved mysteries. I kind of like that, y'all. I just thought about that on top of my head. What can I say? It's a gift. I can't help it. But no, no. But to unlock those unsolved mysteries that lie within us. So I hope that everybody again is having a great day. We're going to jump right into it. Of course, y'all, this is always the Inspiration Station, our nuggets. We're getting these nuggets to carry on with us as we go on through the rest of our weekend until up until the next week when we have the Inspiration Station again on Fridays at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. But also, these are things to chew on and think about and meditate on. Forever, not tonight, not today, just not next week, but just forever. Things that are going to be stuck with you, that are going to edify you, that are going to help you, that are going to push you, that are going to allow you to go beyond where you've ever been within your life. So, without further ado, I'm going to get into what we're going to speak about on tonight. That's my UK accent. It comes out totally just sometimes. So here we go. But no, really quick. Also, if you're coming in, y'all, just let me know how your day has been. Let me know how you're doing. I'm excited to get started on what we're going to talk about today. And I literally, y'all, usually I kind of have things prepared up and listen to that word that I just said. I kind of have things prepared, maybe, way before the show comes out on Fridays when we do this. But for some reason, this was last minute, or so I thought. I kept saying, Lord, what am I going to talk to the people about today? I was like, okay, the time is passing. The time is passing. And I was like, and God gave it to me. And I was just like, oh, okay. Well, God, it's only a few more hours before this. Usually I get this up front, much further than much ahead of time. But sometimes we think that we're late with things, or we're behind, but we're actually right on time. So I was still prepared, even though I didn't know I was prepared. So stick with those words that I'm saying as we get ready to dive into our topic. Everybody excited about what we're going to talk about today? I know I am. So I can't hold my seat any longer, even though I'm actually not holding it. I'm sitting in it. So anyway, beside the point, what we're going to talk about today, you guys, is you've been prepared to be prepared. I run it back, y'all. You've been prepared to be prepared. Now, prepared is one of the things we a readiness to get ready for something, but at the same time, prepared. Or what I'm speaking about is PrePaired, which means that we've already been aligned to certain things, to be paired with certain things. We've already been predestined to be aligned with certain things, to be connected to certain things, whether that's people, whether that are things, whether there are ideas, whether those are places. So we're going to get started, y'all. When we think about pairs, what do you think about? You can put it in the comments. I'm going to throw out some examples for just a second. But again, the title is You've Been Prepared to Be Prepared. We think about pairs. And I'm not talking about the fruit. I know some of you all just, hooked on phonics didn't always work for you. So I know that maybe I have to spell that out for you. But PAIRS. I am so joking, you guys. Let's just lighten up. This is just, we're going to breathe for a little bit. We deal with enough seriousness. Seriousness day in and day out. It's so good to just laugh sometimes. So good to just smile. So good to remember you don't always have to be so serious, uptight, right? So, examples of pairs I'm going to give are like socks, and also gloves, shoes, salt and pepper. And I'm not talking about the rap group Salt and Pepper, even though, some of y'all probably was like, push it. I know. I can hear y'all. But anyway, burgers and fries. I don't get hungry on me. I know my stomach just growled, but bacon and eggs, peanut butter and jelly, cereal and milk. Yeah, I miss cereal. This is a sidebar. I miss cereal. I used to eat it a lot when I was growing up, but after a while, I just I had no taste for it anymore. I don't know what it is. Maybe it was milk or something. I don't know what changed, but moving right along. Sugar and Kool-Aid. Sugar and Kool-Aid. And if some of y'all know, like I know, Kool-Aid ain't good unless it's almost diabetical. Almost make you feel like you're about to go into a sugar coma. I mean, you almost have to concentrate with all the sugar you're pouring. If it's not a lot of sugar, and it's just not going to be good. But Kool-Aid and sugar. Tuesdays and tacos. Taco Tuesday. Tuesday and tacos are a pair together. A knife and a fork. Pen and a paper. Uh, a couple, somebody in a relationship, a romantic relationship, dice. For all you those people out there are gambling, it's okay. No judgment over here. The people who like to gamble, it's okay. You probably get craps sometimes. But moving right along, chopsticks, soap and water, which I know is sometimes not always so prominent with everybody. Batman and Robin, also Kermit the Frog and Miss Piggy. Y'all, I think about that. But again, these are all examples of pairs. And I think it cracks me when I think about the Kermit, the Frog, and Miss Piggy. I know some of y'all remember the Muppet Babies and just remember them, but they were a pair. They were hilarious together. So Batman and Robin, things like that. So these are all examples of pairs. I'm going to really kind of give you, and some of you all continue to send me comments about what pairs you think about, but also think about pairs or examples of pairs in your life. I'm going to give you a quick story. And like I said, y'all, you need to be on the lookout because I'm going to start having people, of course, come on that will be guests. People that you may not have ever heard of, never know their names, not know them. You're going to know them. Or people that you've been highly influenced by, people who you are fans of, people who you have always admired that will be coming on and will be talking about some things. So you won't just be hearing about my stories because I don't want y'all, recording this stuff or writing this stuff down and trying to put this stuff in tabloids and stuff. I know I've just come out of all of these, news headlines and things. So I'm trying to clear my name. So I thought about two stories when we think about being prepared or pairing. Very good. Yes, Sonny and Cher. I got you, babe. Come on now with the long swaying hair. They say I love it. Yeah, Sonny and Cher. Very good. Very good. I'm going to tell you two quick stories about pairing. It may not be in the way you're thinking of it in the moment, but I think about when I was going to get my second master's in professional counseling. You had to do, since I was off-site and I was online only, there were times I had to do 4 intensives. They were a week long, y'all. And this fact that I just said that it almost just made me want to throw something. It almost took me back and it triggered me. I'm still trying to get over that. But anyway, it was 4 intensives you had to take. And I remember the first one I had to go to, it was delayed twice. And I was like, oh, man, it seemed like things were just not working out. And I'm like, I am not about to be behind in this class. I got to hurry up and get my intensive done, all of them done. And I was trying to just be patient. At that time, I was really having to work on my patience and things. And I just was about to go haywire. And I was calling the school like, hey, can y'all move me up? And they were like, well, Mr. Lennox, we're sorry. Going to have to wait until this time. But everything's going to be okay. And I'm like, this is the second time, y'all. You're not about to push me back. And then y'all trying to push my graduation date back either. But y'all, I finally got to the third slot, got to go enjoy myself, and I connected with people immediately. A lot of people more so than others. And think about what I'm saying about being prepared to be prepared. There was one specifically person, I said specifically person, y'all. It was one specific person whom I was just drawn to. Hey, over there, over there, over there. All right, I'm ready. I'm glad you're ready for it. I'm ready to serve it to you. We're gonna all serve it together. But I literally was in a specific class that was off on the side with one specific woman, and she's now like my big sister. She's very protective of me. She does not play about me, y'all. But we're just talking, just having conversation. And every day, we would link up and we were having to sit in, these long hours and hours and hours of classes and groups and things. And she was really immediately like a big sister to me. And I remember after that week was done, she contacted me and she asked me for my address. And I was like, you gonna send me a check? Like, you gonna send me a check? My address is dot, 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 dot. And she sent me a nice card in the mail. And she let me know that she really appreciated how I was very warm and welcoming to her. And I was her little brother immediately. And she also noticed how professional I was and how I could articulate and speak well and how I was helping people. And she was like, I was watching you. And I'm thinking, like, what was she? We were supposed to be doing all this work. Where did you see this? And she literally asked me if I would be a part of a major platform to work for. Now, I even heard about this major platform before, and I was like, what? My mouth dropped. And I was like, and she was I called her and talked to her, and I was like, I accept immediately. And she literally told me all of these different major things that she's been a part of. And I was like, I would have never known, because she was very humble, not bragging about anything, talking about herself much. And so I say, you never know who you're sitting among. So we always should make sure we speak to people that are very kind, loving, compassionate. Just be yourself, but also open your mouth and talk to people. You don't have to have a scowl on your face. At least say hello or something. But she invited me to be a part of something that I actually had been watching on television for years, that I always wanted to go to and never could. And here I am now getting to go work for it, just because I was being myself. So I was just like, this is crazy. But had I not had my intensive delayed 2 times, I would have not met her. I wouldn't have come across her. And when I got to work on the platform with her, I was blown away by all the celebrities I got to directly work with and connect with, and build some relationships with, being able to help and do so many things for a week long. And just my mind was blown again. And all it came from was literally just being myself and connecting with her, and just being in the right place at the right time. But at the same time, now when I think about that, I was, hey, over there, Linda, I was prepared to be prepared. So the connection that I had with her was just, I was in alignment. It was supposed to happen. It was no coincidence. Also, when I say in being prepared, meaning having a readiness, I've already been, I was equipped in a way to do even what she asked me to do. When I went on this major platform to work with her, I was prepared to do all of the things that I did. But to be prepared with her and connected, I had to have those delays. I had to be in school, at the same time, and I had to be patient. But when I got there to her, and if I had not have spoken, maybe if I wasn't myself, maybe I hadn't opened my mouth and, smiled and, threw out a joke or whatever it was, maybe she and I wouldn't have connected that way. So that was something that I was prepared to. The platform later was something I was already equipped to handle and do as far as a job, but it came through me being prepared with her. PAIRED. Another quick thing with Liberty, y'all. I'm gonna drive this home with school for just a second, but the other thing is I had to go to a group counseling intensive, y'all, and this was like the next one. And y'all wouldn't believe it. I was delayed 3 times. And at this point, y'all, okay, I'm gonna be honest. This is a space where the inspiration station where we can be open, honest, and vulnerable, not just with each other or others, but also with ourselves. I cried because I was like, I'm feeling like I'm about to be pushed back and this is going to be behind. I'm going to be behind. I'm not going to graduate on time. Y'all are messing me up. Not knowing that this would be such a huge blessing for me, because again, here's another delay. And this time, not once, not twice, but 3 times. Are you serious? When I get to the group counseling intensive, again, it was this magnetic pull I had towards certain people. And when I was assigned my group, which you have for the whole week to work with, and they always talked about how that was so intricate, because these are people you're going to be opening up to. You're going to be doing group counseling sessions with each other. So you're going to be open and honest and vulnerable, as I just mentioned, about some deep things. And, so you want to build some level of alliance or bond or trust with these people. Y'all, my group was amazing. It was like looking in the mirror with of Josh. It was like looking in the mirror at myself with several people. And I remember when it was my turn to be in what we call the fishbowl, since I had built such an alliance with everyone and connected, we were learning about our lives with each other and just building that trust with each other. I remember having to be used as a guinea pig about something dealing with grief or whatnot and loss. And I was speaking about one of my deceased cousins who was murdered when I was 8, and I was very close to him. I didn't realize how I felt he abandoned me even by being killed. Not meaning that he meant to die or to leave here, but I didn't realize he was so one of my cousins that I was dearly close to, and he never made me be, never told me to shut up. He didn't mind me being loud and energetic and always wanting to talk his head off. He didn't mind that. He didn't mind being around me. And I felt abandoned and didn't realize that. 'Cause I'm like, nobody is really like this with me. People push me away. And in this fishbowl, y'all, I broke down. I mean, ugly cry. You know when you cry so hard your face hurt? I mean, I was crying. And I had such a breakthrough in that moment, but I felt so supported by every person that was surrounding me. And I mean, they were crying too. And I'm like, I didn't, they were like, you made us cry. I'm like, I didn't make y'all do nothing. But my, the thing with that is, again, back to being prepared to be prepared. I was prepared, PAIRED, to be connected to all of those people. Even though it was a delay in my eyes, it was so divine. It was the divine timing. And then I spoke to my advisor. She came to visit me on lunch break, and she said, how's everything going? I told you that this was going to be working out for you. You want to be very mindful about the people you are going to be in groups with. It makes all the difference, because you might have come at a certain time and you might have not connected with those types of people or whatnot. And I was so thankful that I had and actually, I'm still connected to every one of those group members too. Hey, y'all, if y'all on here or you're going to be listening later, I love y'all. Liberty Group Counseling. Cannot remember the number, but and I can't remember what our name was, but you know what I'm trying to say. But I was prepared for that. Prepared to those people. I thought it was a delay. It was actually right on time. I needed those people to hold me and hold a space for me in that moment, and just to connect with them, not knowing this would be long-term connections. So again, being prepared to be prepared. How was I prepared? I was already in school. I had to show up. I had to show up. So again, I was prepared. I was equipped for the class because I was taking it, but I hadn't been paired with those people until I met them. So I want you to kind of think for a second about all the people or places or things in your life that you know you were prepared for. And I mean, PREPARED. You've been prepared for so many things in your life. You've been equipped and you have no idea. Hey, over there, Jeremy. What's going on, Jeremy? Doc? Glad to see you. But yes, being prepared, you've been equipped for so many things and you don't even realize it's leading you to things that you were ordained and destined to be connected to. So I think that's exciting sometimes, that sometimes you overlook those things. So what I want to say, even overlooking those things, is stop playing hide and go seek with what you are to be paired with. Stop playing hide and go seek with what you are to be paired with. Every person who's listening to me right now or later, you know that you are supposed to be connected to certain things. Whether that's, again, people, any noun, people, places, things, and ideas. Y'all hold on. You know, I did do hooked on phonics, and I'm just learning what a noun is. So bear with me. But now, sometimes you might be hiding from those things you know you're supposed to be connected to, taking those leaps of faith to speak to somebody who could be that connection for your business, who could be that person who you want to be in a relationship with, that person who you want to be friends with, that person you want to be your mentor, that person that you want to be some level of a father figure or a mother figure to you. I can just go down the list, y'all, but there's so many things. Writing a book, if you know you got that gift, or whatever gifts and talents you want to record, you want to be on television, you want to start your own play, you want to start your own podcast, whatever that is, there's so many things that you have already been prepared for, to be prepared with. Some of you might now, right now, might be thinking, and your wheels are turning, because you know there are things that you're supposed to be doing right now and you're not. You're afraid, you're scared, you're nervous, you think you don't have enough people in your life to help you, you don't have the resources, you don't have the education, you don't have the skill set, you don't have the training. But why don't you just get started with what you have? Because actually you have more than what you think at this very moment. More than what you think at this very moment. You've been prepared for this moment in your life right now, where you are and the things that you're doing. But what are you putting off? And you know for a fact that you are meant to be paired with it. You are supposed to be connected with it. You're supposed to be linked with it. What are those things? I want you to also think about, don't get amnesia on what you already possess. Don't get amnesia on what you already possess. Don't get amnesia on what you already possess. Sometimes we get in we get in these states of forgetfulness. because it's been so long since we've done a certain skill set, or it's been so long since we've done anything of what we used to do. And it's like, you better reflect, take a moment to reflect back on all the, like I've said to you in a previous episode, you have so much courage in you, you have so much fight in you, you have so much talent, gifting, abilities, and skill sets in you that need to be utilized. You don't need to be sitting on that. All that stuff that's within you that you need to be stirred up. Anything that's been sitting for too long needs to be shaken up. Anything that's been sitting for too long needs to be shaken up. Let's not forget all the stuff you already have in you. There's nothing that's stopping you but your irrational thoughts. Yes, I'm going back through the other episodes if y'all are catching on to what I'm doing. If you have these irrational thoughts of not being good enough, maybe you think you're unlovable. So that's why you haven't tried to date anymore. Knowing that you want to you want companionship. And you're also supposed to be prepared with somebody who mirrors you, somebody who is able to bring to the table the same things that you are, somebody who's healthy for you. And this does not just have to be, we're talking about relationships with as a couple romantically or anything of that nature, but also with friendships, business partnerships, anything, y'all, anything and everything, y'all, that you know you're supposed to be, that you've already been prepared for. You're just scared and you're waiting. What are you waiting on? Because we're waiting on you. What are you waiting on? Because we are waiting on you. You've been equipped with too much to just cower or to just hide. Again, stop playing hide and go seek with what you are to be paired with. One last thing I want to say is you are a magnet. You are a magnet. So don't repel what you are to attract. Don't repel what you are to attract. We think about magnets, and when you put, I remember being in school, not gonna say how long ago because that's none of y'all's business. But anyway, put those magnets together, they automatically, they connect. But what happens if they repel? I can't remember the trick of it in science, how they would show you how it wouldn't. You can get them to not connect together. If anybody knows that term, you could drop it in the comments. I just don't remember. That was a long time ago. But you got stuff that is automatically drawn to you. You attract a lot of things. You, again, back to this noun, y'all. We're gonna wear this noun out. You attract a lot of people, places, things, and ideas. But maybe it's your fear, anxiety, your low self-esteem, your low confidence, self-confidence, seeing your value as lesser, seeing your worth as lesser, that's causing you to repel these wonderful opportunities to connect with what you were predestined for, what's meant for you. I used to love sometimes in church, they say, what God has for me is for me. And it's like, well, do you really know what it is that's meant for you? Do you know what's meant for you? And you probably do know. I'm pretty sure every listener I have, you know what's meant for you. You know the dreams you have, the visions you have. That it's not always, you think it's a fairy tale. You think it's just too good to be true. As a matter of fact, it's not too good to be true that you are meant to be connected to big things, to major things. You're a big deal. I need y'all to say that to yourself right now. I'm a big deal. And say it with some confidence. Say it with your chest. I'm a big deal. There's nothing small about you. It's never been anything that's small about you. And you think about how many opportunities or things that you have turned down or that you've been blind to, you've been afraid of, just because you didn't think that you were worth it. It's not too good to be true. It's just, you know what? You finding out now that you've always deserved it. I'll use a quick example. That's like if someone who has had maybe not the best luck in relationships, romantic relationships, and they may have dated and settled, and they were just so glad that somebody wanted them. But then they start to heal, and they start to grow, and they start to change, and they start to transform after a few relationships, and now they realize, you know what? It's not too good to be true that I'm getting everything that I want in a person, or that the things that I've always desired. It's not too good to be true. I'm just coming to the realization that I actually deserve that. I deserve to have that also because I'm aware of what I can give and what I'm willing to do. This is not one-sided. I love how y'all are throwing back, I'm a big deal. I need you to believe that, because sometimes we think so small of ourselves and we think that we're not worthy of major things, whatever that might be. But again, you're a magnet. So we're not going to be repelling anymore. No more repelling what we know we are to attract. No more repelling. No more blocking. Sometimes we talk about things other people or things outside of us are blocking our blessings or blocking things. You might be the person who's blocking that. Also, be careful what you let come out of your mouth. You've been prepared to be prepared. I want to say I want to find another P. I feel like it's tickling in the back of my head. It's almost like we've been prepared to be prepared to like a big package, a major package. What's in this package that's for me and it's got my name on it? That's so big and it's so good and it could change my life. I've been prepared for this. I've been prepared for this. But I've been holding myself back and I'm repelling what I actually have attracted to myself because I'm scared or it's too big. It's too good. It's too good for me. I'm used to chaos. I'm used to things being really, 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 really hard for me to have to work to get. But this is for me. So listen, as we get ready to get out of here, y'all, James Brown said it best. He said, get up off of that thing. He said to dance so you feel better, but I mean, if you can't dance, don't do it. But say get up off of that thing, meaning get up, do something, make a move. Like what are you? So now what I do have is a small homework assignment for you all. I'm turning into my teacher's voice. I'm going to be very monotone. I'm just joking, but I do want you to think about even if it's a small list, or maybe some of you are good at just visualizing things. So maybe you can make mental notes, or maybe write it down, make a voice note. But what are some things that that you are equipped, meaning prepared? What have you been prepared for? That's also gotten you prepared for. I hope that makes sense. But what have you been prepared for that you've also been prepared for? That you're equipped to be connected or linked to certain things, people, places, ideas, whatever that is. Some of y'all, you might be like, you know what? I've been equipped for a certain career field, and I've been also I should be prepared to what that is, but I haven't gotten there yet because I'm my own stumbling block. I'm in my own way. And y'all, I can go down a whole bunch of examples, but I'm not going to do that because I want you to do that. So I want you to think about the things that you actually have been equipped with, and stop thinking about what you don't have. You got more inside of you than you even give yourself credit for. If you got to reach back to your younger years or something just to look, and again, when I say reach back, I don't mean to try to recapture who you were. I mean, this is reach back to those strengths, reach back to those moments, those memories where you saw yourself thriving in certain things, and realizing how much strength it took, how much courage it took, how you were fearless at things. It's still right there. It's still in there. You just at another level that requires a little bit more faith, a little bit more trust, a little bit more push in yourself. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you take nothing else from today, go get hooked on phonics if you can't read. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna be serious. I'm trying. I'm trying. It's just so hard. It's trying for me to be serious sometimes. But anyway, I want you all to really understand that there are no coincidences. You think it's a coincidence because this happened or that happened. It's like you were prepared for that. PAIRED. You were prepared to be right here on the inspiration station. You better have been. And listen, I know some of y'all still ain't sent this. Y'all have not been sending these videos out to your church members, your family, your friends, your cousins, your city, your state. I mean, the country. I mean, send it to the White House. Yeah, I said it. Send it to the White House. But I will say, please make sure you continue to bet on yourself. Please make sure you're able to still show up for yourself, knowing that you've got so much inside of you that you're just not putting to use fully. You've been equipped and prepared to be prepared. So, ladies and gentlemen, if nothing else, go listen to James Brown. Get up off of that thing because you got to do something with it. You can't just sit there, sit on all those talents and gifts. Stop it. Stop it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to even see a comment. I don't even want to dream about it. The Lord will bring you up in a dream to me. I'm pretty sure he will. And he'll have me to contact you or DM you. But seriously, don't sit on yourself. Don't sit on yourself. And as they say too, don't sleep on yourself any longer. You've been equipped for too much. You want to leave this place when it's your time to when that you take your last breath. You should want to be completely empty to know that you've given out everything that you could possibly. But we don't want to let anything hinder us from what we've already been PAIRED for prepared for. So I hope that you all have enjoyed today. This is episode number 5. I'm so excited. I am so excited because of all the best is just yet to come, y'all. It's just getting started. You have no idea the stuff that you're going to be in tune or in store for, y'all. So I really appreciate you guys. And also I want to go back to what I said. I thought, usually I have my my lesson or my title or whatever you want to say. I have that already prepared sooner than even the day. Sometimes it's a week in advance, but I was like, Lord, can you give me something? He's like, prepared to be prepared. And I was like, okay, I got it. Let's roll with it. And where I could think that, I was a little ill prepared, I was prepared to be prepared with today's title and to what I need to say to you. So without further ado, I hope that you all have an amazing rest of this Friday and enjoy your weekend. Please share this video out. Y'all, this has just been an amazing thing. It's just continuing to going to grow, and it's going to go, as I said, as we all, the only directions all of us know, and I know, are higher and higher, onward and forward, and further and further. Onward and forward, further and further, higher and higher. Those are the only directions we know. So I want you to make sure that you believe in yourself more than anyone else has to validate it in you. Believe in yourself more than anyone else would have to validate you with. I hope that makes sense, y'all. My words are coming together real fast, but what I want to say is validation is so amazing when we get it from other people. We need it, but we don't want to live for it. You don't need anybody to tell you you're amazing. You don't need anybody to tell you that you're equipped, that you've been prepared for great things, or that you also have these wonderful packages waiting on you for you to connect with that have things inside of it that will change your life. You don't need anybody to tell you that you're lovable. Don't need anybody to tell you that you're worthy, you're valuable, that you're good enough. Now, being told that is a great thing. It's healthy from anybody who's telling you that. But also it should be supplemental to what you already know about yourself or what you're discovering about yourself. So love all of you. I hope that you have a great weekend. I will see y'all next Friday when 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And already, y'all, we upsize in 2025. You better believe that with your whole heart, and you better continue to say it every day. When you start having those moments where the day is getting to you or certain moments are getting the best of you, I'm upsizing it. I upsize in 2025. Because I can only go up from here. Ain't no going backwards, and I'm not going down. So I hope that y'all have a good one for the last time. Love y'all much. Share. Spread love as much as you can. We need to unite. We still have the power to bring unity to this world. And it starts with you, because you are the inspiration station just as well as I am. See y'all next Friday. Have a good one.
Thanks for watching The Inspiration Station with Joshua Lenox. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.